Today, we're going to talk with ChatGPT about one of the things that I think a lot of people are kind of overlooking, which is the fact that everyone has access to this and the barrier of entry is quite low. One of the things that you might notice is that tech is rapidly evolving. I see a lot of people that are using ChatGPT in all these amazing ways, and I am just still stuck on telling it to write me a poem about this. In a world of unlimited noise where competition is fierce and bold, it can be really hard to find your voice and stand out from the crowd. But fear not, dear friend, for you have within the strength and skills to rise above. With dedication, hard work, and a willingness to begin, you can differentiate yourself with love. ChatGPT can do virtually anything that you want it to do, but it won't always do it accurately. Hence, you need to still have some level of knowledge. One of the skills that I think you can work on right now and that I'm trying to develop is that ability to learn fast and be very adaptable. I can say elaborate further. So I simply just reminded it that I'd like it in the Twitter thread format above. And if I come in here to Twitter, here we'll see that it is keeping it pretty close, but it didn't quite do the character limit. I see that it's limited to 280 characters. So I'm just going to ask it to make sure that each point is less than 280 characters. If I copy and paste them into Twitter, I see that successfully followed my directions. It's not bad. It's not like a super amazing Twitter thread. So I'm simply going to tell ChatGPT that I think it's a bit dull. I'm going to remind it again to make it less than 280 characters. And I'm also going to see if it can add some sort of story that makes it real world applicable and engaging to the viewer. Here we see there is an example at the bottom. It's leaving the same 5 threads, but it's giving us this. And just like that, we have our thread posted. Did not take too long at all. I'm going to see what ChatGPT recommends we do. I want it to be cheap to start, require little overhead, and I want to be able to do it myself. So they're recommending that we go with a chatbot service for small businesses. And to start the business, we need to develop or acquire a chatbot software and then offer it as a service, focusing on a specific industry or type of business, customizing it to fit their specific needs. We can leverage something like ChatGPT, specifically fine-tuning or training it, which we can't do today, but in the future, this will be possible. Let's see what niches ChatGPT thinks offers the most upside. So it's recommending that I provide my interests, skills, and goals. Now it says technology, healthcare, renewable energy. It's looking like it might have broken away from our chatbot idea. I don't think the conversation's 100% there yet. I think if you go down a fantasy narrative and go back and forth, it works really cool. Maybe we can do that in a future video. I also think, and one of my top use cases that I thought of when this first came out, is you can plan content very quickly. Now, the idea that it's recommending now is to automatically generate high quality written content, such as blogs, articles, social media posts. There's going to be just so much competition in that niche. You're not going to make that much money. So it says to differentiate by focusing on a specific niche or target audience. Now it says we can offer personalized training and support. If we can kind of remove all of the noise that goes into running a business, from content creation to basic customer service back and forth with emails and stuff, then we're going to have a little bit more time to focus on personalized training. We can also have satisfaction guarantees, free trials, things along those lines. The key to differentiating ourselves is to consistently offer value and expertise in our chosen niche. This would be an interesting niche. So they're saying for businesses that need a large volume of content, lack the time of resources. So we're going to be the expert that can execute. Now you're probably thinking, how do I become an expert on this? They're saying that we need to gain a deep understanding of AI technology and content creation. Hands-on experience is always going to be the best. Now I just had to take my car into the shop this week. I wonder if ChatGPT thinks mechanics would be a good niche. They're not going to give me a yes or no here. And here it will say one potential advantage of focusing on mechanics is that mechanics often need a large volume of written content, and they may be interested to improve the efficiency and accuracy of their operations. On the other hand, there may be significant competition. I think your biggest hurdle here is going to be people embracing change. So a lot of people are stuck in their own routines. They're not going to embrace change. However, if you were to get them as a client, that's a good thing for you. And they're not going to be the most technical people in the world, which means they're not going to be generating this content themselves. How you get them as a client, that's the hurdle. So I'm going to wrap it up by asking ChatGPT what timeline is appropriate and also seeing if it'll give us a business plan within the scope of the timeline. And we got our first error message. I get that occasionally. If I just save and submit it again, it will generate an answer. Now let's look at this business outline as it finishes up. And I like that it starts by saying that it's difficult to determine a specific timeline. However, as a general timeline, month 1 to 2, research and mechanics in the industry, assess the potential demand for AI powered content, identify potential customers, assess strengths and weaknesses, develop a basic business plan. 3 and 4 will pursue education and training. Now, in this space, it's going to evolve every 4 months, so you really have to learn how to learn. Now, months 5 and 6, we're going to continue to revise our plan. And months 7 and 8, we're going to launch our AI-powered content creation service. This seems like a decent guideline. In today's video, we discussed the niche of AI-powered content creation services and how they can help businesses save time and resources while still meeting their content needs. We also talked about the potential benefits of focusing on the mechanics industry as a target market for these services. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Now, it did keep what we talked about at the end, but at the beginning, remember, I did say, how can we differentiate ourselves? So we kind of worked through how we can differentiate ourselves. We had a conversation, and I think building on top of ChatGPT right now, we have to almost become adaptable and learn how to learn to take the tools and use them better. And if we can do that, then we can plug into a marketplace within any niche and we can solve problems and we can generate results. Now, my name is Scott with AI Profits. Hopefully this video brought you some value. If it did, give this video a like, leave a comment down below what your thoughts are, and we'll see you in the next one.